Alright guys, what's going on? So we finally completed the FT. She's good to go. Give a big shout out to Elite RC for giving me that comment. I will take the diffs out at some point, the diff out at some point, and replace that 100K with 500K. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. All right guys, so let's go over the 8XT. Very proud of this platform, and let me tell y'all the things that I did to it. Every kit is going to need a little bit of modification for, you know, certain things that you're running, your switch, your servos, you know, whatever the case may be. So we'll start out first by going over the kit. The first run is gonna be with the Novarossi Virtus, just still kind of in the break-in stage, but it should be good to go. With the Triton 2148 pipe and header. I did want to do Novarossi with Novarossi, but I didn't feel like swapping out the headers. I want to actually run this. God dog, man, my hand is shaking crazy. That's what happens when you get old, people. So I do want to run it with the 41020 and the 9886 for that kick butt bottom end, and definitely going to do it with the Virtus. You ask why aren't you putting the modified LRP or the Bonito or breaking in the Paloma? Because I want these diffs to break in first with I keep covering the speaker. I want the diffs to break in without using a, you know, too powerful of an engine. This Virtus is powerful enough, guys. So we'll start out with the Virtus. She's ready to go, ready to fire up, ready to run. I need to work on my droop screws a little bit. I just put them on, and we're gonna work on the body today. Wash it, dry it, start laying out the paint mask and stuff like that. So let me tell y'all what I did. I did modify the receiver box a little bit to take the Sky RC switch. Cut a little slit back here to run the wires through, and then also on the receiver battery, the RX battery, the hole is over here. So I just went ahead and cut another slit down here so I could run the wire directly in. This is the battery that I'm using. Let me zoom in real quick. So you can see that is the Dynamite Reaction 3200 milliamp 2S 7.4. It's a lithium ion battery, but 3200 milliamps, guys. That's more runtime than the Protex and the Reedies at 2000 milliamp, or the Reedies at 1900 milliamps. 3200 milliamps, and these are supposed to be great batteries. Same type of batteries you have in your vapes and your cordless drills, all that kind of stuff, your phones. So they're proven, and they're not dangerous like lipos. So a lot of guys were asking me, will you run a lipo in your bump box? Yes, I do, and my radio. That's my 5000 milliamp reaction for my bump box, and I'm running the Protec, or I'm sorry, the Reedy flat pack in here. And I'll tell you what, I paid $100 for this radio. Okay, great. So, and I paid whatever I paid for the bump box, another $100. So I'm okay. So the lipo, look, the lipo provides the best power, no doubt. There's no question about it. You're gonna get the most bang out of the lipos, man, especially when you're trying to break in new nitro engines, things like that, guys. Lipo's the way to go. Okay, but I'm not gonna put a lipo in a $1,500 kit. That's about what I got invested in this, about 1,500 bucks. Once you get tires, servos, you know, everything you need. So I'm okay with a $100 radio or a $100 box. You know, the trade-off is there. It's worth it. You know, if I lose the box or the radio, so be it. It's $100. I'll buy another radio, but I don't want my platform to burn up. So this is the battery I'm going to use. A lot of the pros use it. My brother Elliot, RCHQ, recommended this. It fits perfect, gives you room for the wires, everything, man. 32 bucks, same cost as the other, plus tons more runtime, guys. So check them out. Reaction, 3200 milliamp from Dynamite. Great battery. So what we did also, guys, is we have the aluminum throttle and brake servo horn, steering servo horn, and the 8X Elite aluminum top plate. I do have a one-piece engine mount at the hobby shop. Again, shout out Elliot, Radio Control Headquarters, man. Dude, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have had the first unboxing of this beautiful 8XT TLR on YouTube. #1, first unboxing right there, Woogie Nitro. All right, so, but the thing is, guys, is this kit was a joy to build, and I'll tell you why. Not just the kit, but the fact that I built it with Nitro Freak in his live feed over a 2 or 3 day period with 30 or 40 other people in the live feed. So all those brains at work, man, you know, building this made it a pleasure, man. When I didn't know something, my brother Juan would step up. Hey, man, hey, Woogie, you need to put the diff fluid in. Right on, Juan. I love you, brother. So anyway, guys, that's what made this build on point, man, was being able to do it with so many people, man. That was more joyful to me than actually building the kit, man. Great people out there on YouTube, great people in this industry, and I'm proud to be a part of it for sure. So one of the great things I love about this is they took a keynote from Techno. They got everything cab forward, man, and that is what makes this Techno so great. That's what makes it so balanced. I love these Technos, guys, and until I run this and any other platforms, to me, Techno is the best platform on the market, hands down, superior to all other platforms. Now, I haven't run I have run Mugens. I haven't run Associated, S-Works, Hot Bodies, all that kind of stuff, and maybe one day. But I have good hopes for this platform, the way they laid it out and the changes that they made. I'm good with it, guys. It is set up strictly for bashing, 60 in the front and rear and 100 in the center, and we're running Savox high voltage servos. Now, my endpoints, I've already gone over it. This is ready to be fired up and run, guys. Let me show you all my endpoints real quick. Listen to this. You're not going to be able to hear any sound. Let me turn this air off. You ain't going to be able to hear no sound when I turn this thing on, man. Listen to that. All you hear is the AC behind me, man. And it's on, man. I only have one hand, people. Listen to that. Quiet. No humming. No nothing. So all my endpoints are set. We're correct. Don't let your slide stop come open further than the throttle body itself, guys. That's when you start getting into an overrunning situation, make you feel like you're dual stage idling there. So make sure you're only opening as far as the throttle body opening itself. I was wrong about this tank. I saw that nipple. That is a drain nipple. It still has the same type of squeeze the line through the tank, but the tank has been shortened and taller, so it is a different tank. But this platform is beautiful, guys, man. I love it, and I can't wait to get it. I can't wait to put it over the Woogie Nitro ramps, and you better believe it. Once we run it, get the diffs broke in, things like that, then we will put this modified 32 in there. We will put the Bonito, but we will not be breaking in the Paloma at this time. I want to make sure that Novorossi comes back, man. If they don't come back, I may never break in that Paloma. Modified Paloma from RCR, guys. Alright, so let's go over this bump box real quick. A lot of guys think just if they get the plate that it's a direct bolt on, ready to go, but it's not, guys. Whether you have the old box and you buy the new plate, or you buy the new box and it has the new plate already installed like I did, all the plate does is give you 2 extra holes to move it over and up. But regardless, no matter what, to run the 8XT, you have to modify this box. So I use my Dremel and a cutting wheel, and that's not where it ends. It ended about right here. So I cut that because it moves it closer to it, and it was hitting the edge right here. And the same thing here, you have to modify this because it brings it closer. No matter what box you have, plate, no plate, put the plate on. All the plate does is give you the ability to move it over and up. You still have to modify the box, guys, and try not to nick it like I did. I think I did pretty good, man. So also need to change my connectors. I use Dean's connectors on all my stuff. I should upgrade. That's pretty old school, but should use, what are they, the XT90s or something like that, who knows. But anyway, I don't have any here anyway. I got to go over to the hobby shop. I did mark my body for my nitro hole and my tank pull right there. We're gonna wash this today, and we're gonna start masking it up. Try and do a good paint job on it, then shoe goo it. But you know, I had a lot of honeydews, man. You talk about I'm feeling my age, people. I frickin' stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning with these guys on Freaks live feed building this, and then again yesterday till 2:30 in the morning. After staying up yesterday till 4:30 in the morning, I got up at 9 a.m. I cleaned the walls and painted with Kills my entire spare bathroom, and mowed my yard, and helped mow Granddad's yard, and I'm going to change my oil, and I still have time for my nitro, guys. So don't ever say that nitro takes too much time, because that's BS, man. A lot of the newer generation today wants everything handed to them on a silver platter, like Mr. Deeds. Remember that movie Deeds? I love that, Adam Sandler. But you know, and a lot of people I've met out here in the nitro world, they work for what they got, man. They're not entitled. They don't believe in that entitlement. But you know, you got to work for what you want, people, and you can't ever neglect your family or your home or your baby, your kids. Things that drive me crazy when a woman's boyfriend is on the damn video game and she needs help with the baby, and he says, "Wait, I'm on a video game." Man, she should reach over and pop the crap out of him, man. You put down what you're doing and you help your wife, you help your family. So I'm real big on that, man. I love my family, people. So none of this means nothing to me when it comes to them. I'll tell you that right here and right now. I'll sell everything in this barn. But I'll also tell you that I worked hard and bought everything that I have. Every whip, every platform, every tire, every engine, everything, every toolbox. Nobody has given me anything in my entire life. I have worked my ass off in the moving industry, no doubt. Moving mountains for people. 35 years of that on the actual moving truck. So you tell me. Just recently I've moved into sales and I'm doing much better, but you know, there comes a time and point in your life when you can only physically do so much. But I'll die trying. Alright guys, so I think that's going to be about it. Showed you the box, showed you the platform. We'll get this thing fired up. I just want to work on my body and stuff, and you better believe we're going to put this thing off the Woogie Nitro ramps. I can't do it today because it rained for 4 or 5 days. It is so freaking muddy out here, people. It is insane in the membrane. Wet as hell, man. They even... I bought my wife an electric stove, and we had gas set up. I had to run 220 from the pole all the way to the house, and it rained so hard that it exposed the PVC that the 220 is running through. So I gotta fix that. Never ends, people. Never ends, man. Alright guys, that's going to be about it. The next rip actually is probably going to be with the MB 48.4, because I want to rip this LRP in the buggy, and then I want to start breaking in that old school hot modded. Still haven't figured the Chingadero starter over here, the Huddy break-in bench. Shout out Nitro Bird. That was a good recommendation. We'll give that a shot next time, but I'm tired of putting engines in there and then having to take them out. Then I put it in the platform and it fires right up. I don't understand. I'm using a drill, but I've seen John Bodegel use a drill every single time, so I don't get it. Alright guys, I think let me get y'all off of Zoom. I think that's gonna be it, man, and we will we'll get a ripping video here pretty soon. I'm tired of all these talking videos, but shout out to Nitro Freak, Juan, the whole team in there, man. Everybody that was in those live feeds for these 2 or 3 days, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, man, for the help on this build. I mean, I built my Techno by myself, but it's so much more enjoyable when you can share the experience with, you know, 10, 20, 30, 40 people. So shout out, and shout out to you, Nitro Freak, for doing it in live feed, man. I appreciate that. I didn't know how it was going to work out with you doing it without software, but hey, man, you made it work, man, and it's badass. Ask Family Affair. He was always dipping in there, but he couldn't hang with the big boys. He had to go night-night. I know he was racing or something though, but shout out to all those guys too, man. David RC, Lucky Dog, sitting on the beach somewhere. Man, I love the coast, man. I am a avid fisherman when I have time. This is my mom's Garcia Ambassador from the 60s right here. Still perfect, man. We always cleaned it after every trip. But I love to fish, man. I just don't get no opportunities, man. So, all right, guys, that's gonna be about it, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And holy crap, that wasn't my wife, I promise. It was the wind. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, man, especially you guys in the live feed, man. That was some fun stuff, man. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully I'll have this body painted and good to go, and we'll put this thing on the ground and start ripping it. So, all right, till the next video, man. Y'all have a great week. Hope everybody had a great weekend, and remember, treat people the way you want to be treated, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.